Oh, hello guys, welcome back to another video, and it's currently 2011 right now, and I just wanted to talk about how great Angry Birds is. In fact, I think Angry Birds is so good, they'll be making games just as good in 10 years time. They ruined Angry Birds.
Angry Birds. The first game was released onto the App Store in 2011. It was the company Rovio's final attempt at a successful mobile game, and they managed to strike lucky. The game was revolutionary for the time and became a worldwide phenomenon. I remember the massive success of the game from the time and how it only continued with the many other releases. The original Angry Birds had a very simple concept. Use the birds to destroy the pigs and their structures. Each bird has various powers except the red one, and they are strong and weak against specific blocks and materials that the pigs build their structures with. The concept of the game is really fun, and you feel like you could be playing it for hours on end.
It's been weeks.
Rovio later released Angry Birds Seasons, which was the same game really, but with levels based on various holidays. Angry Birds Rio released next, based on the movie of the same name. I always like these games, but they're mostly the same as their original with some bonus elements. However, Angry Birds got its true sequel in 2012 in the form of Angry Birds Space. The game features all new powers for the characters as well as gravity and ice mechanics that improve the overall experience. I remember everyone at school talking about this game around its release, and it didn't disappoint. Soon after the release of Space came Angry Birds Star Wars. This was at the time of full Angry Birds popularity, and I remember all the cool trailers and promos this game got based on the original trilogy. The game was mostly the same as Angry Birds Space, but with Star Wars themes and characters. Angry Birds Star Wars 2 released shortly after this, which told the events of the prequel films. The two were very similar, however the second game implemented the idea of telepods that linked into the game to give you new characters. Speaking of the telepods, I haven't talked about all the merchandise released for Angry Birds. I remember at school there used to be Angry Birds figure trades of all the Star Wars figures, and there were loads of toy sets with slingshots and bricks to make your own levels. Oh yeah, on a quick side note, one time I left my Angry Birds toys on the floor outside and my rabbit ate all their ears off. Bad Piggies was the first Angry Birds game to change up the formula, and it worked. Here you play as the pigs and build various contraptions to steal the birds' eggs. The sandbox style of the game was really fun and interesting to experiment with, and was a really fun game overall. Angry Birds Go was an Angry Birds racing game which was always good fun, and it incorporated the telepods. In the game you unlock various characters and cars and race around. Angry Birds Transformers was the next licensed Angry Birds game, and changed up the formula with an all new style of gameplay, although I never really enjoyed this one too much as a lad. In the summer I went on holiday at Thorpe Park and made a quick stop at Angry Birds Land. That's right, I was in their land. There was a cinema area where you could watch a 4D Angry Birds movie and the chairs would move around when there was action or whatever. I later found out this is one of the last Angry Birds lands to exist in the whole world. It was an honour to experience where they live. Then came the dark times, the depression, the death of Angry Birds as we knew it. In 2016, Angry Birds got a movie. The film itself wasn't too bad and was a good translation from the games. The designs, however, were terrible. They worked in the context of the film, but some smug guy decided to translate them over to the games. Scream thing. This leads to where Angry Birds is now. All the games are worse than they've ever been and use the weird movie designs. The movie got a 2019 sequel, which I still haven't seen, and Rovio deleted all the original games off the App Store. Yeah, that's right, they didn't want you to play the good ones anymore. Luckily the original game's sequel, Angry Birds 2, is still on there, which is good, but not as good as the classic games. For this video footage, I could still play some of the games as I already had them downloaded before their destruction. Sadly, I didn't manage to keep all of them. But even with this, they aren't ideal. They still have thousands of ads on them, and you can't play through levels the same as before, as they're locked until you buy them with gems or something. Luckily these games do exist elsewhere. Angry Birds Trilogy is a great 3DS game that has classic Seasons and Rio all in one, and Angry Birds Star Wars is on the 3DS too, as well as other platforms.
Well, unfortunately Angry Birds isn't what it once was, but at least we can still look back on it and look at what made it so great.
Hey, you wanna play this Angry Birds Evolutions game? I heard it's really good.